popping off on the new year. I'm gonna talk about the new year. Oh yeah. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go through it. But we made it. Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing you that street geek, nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, tonight, all year, we've coming with another wonderful episode of Dope Folks Times BlackTogether. I am with the awesome lady Lisa. Say hey.
Hey, y'all.
Man. This episode of Dope Folks and this episode of BlackTogether is going to be a little bit different. We'll be getting into some relationship stuff. We'll be talking about dope folks that have been on the show. But in most cases, we'll be wrapping up the year in NERDSoul. Let me know how the audio is right now. The audio should be cool, but let me know if it's tripping because YouTube has been tripping lately. I just want to make sure we good. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So with that said, this live stream is going to be a combination of running down what's going on this year on NERDSoul, a Q&A with you guys in the chat, anyone who comes through, and maybe if I leave this up for a replay, maybe not. And then also what we're looking forward to in 2021. To kind of give y'all guys an idea of where I'm going, what's going on with the channel, what the plan is for, things of that nature. So if you're brand new to the channel, if you've only watched like a video or two and this is your first time around the way, what's up? I'm NERDSoul. This channel is a cross section of hip hop and geek. I use geek and hip hop culture as a way to open up doorways to have deeper conversations, meaningful conversations, try to find somewhere to understand or to, I guess I could say not only understand, but also maybe open up my mind, others' minds, or maybe also realize when it's time, like, no, my mind is fine, you tripping. But have great conversations around this. Also support indie creators, whether they're on comic books, writing, or drawing, or musicians, things of that nature. And I've been doing this for 4 years. So been doing this for 4 years. Had a lot of fun. Been going live a lot lately. And this year was, just like anyone's, a very different year. A very tumultuous. Had a lot of fun. Tumultuous year. And this if you will. And I wanted to get into some of the things that went well, some things that I'm excited about, some things that, I want to talk about because it's like, yo, we in there, you know what I'm saying? What we doing, we blowing up. But first of all, I wanted to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters first, because this year my Patreon supporters grew exponentially. I had like, I think 1, and now I have, I don't know, 10, 12, something like that. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to them. Tyler Bennett, Kibi23, Boogsworthy, Sean Wynn, Jamal Lee, Fill More Pockets, son. Fill More Pockets. I love that name. Panda, who is awesome. Tim I ain't messing up your last name because you cool like that. Enrique Carrion, who is an awesome writer for a comic book called Phenomic and for other comic books as well. And Thought Crimes. And big shout out to Thought Crimes because they are one of the two creators that I have had a great relationship since early on in my career, as far as being in Black media and also as a content creator on YouTube as well. Shouts out to Vivi. Nice to see you. You know what I'm saying? She said Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're checking the live or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Lisa says,
Oh, Happy New Year. Well, see, it feels weird because it ain't here yet.
it ain't here yet? Oh, yeah, it's true. It's not. We still got 2 more hours to go. But I wanted to give a shout out to them because on the real, every single dollar helps on the real. And it, you know what I'm saying, I'm stretching them pennies, dimes, nickels, dollars as far as I can, whether it's lights, backgrounds, cables, connectors, cords, batteries, whatever it is, it helps tremendously. And the plan is to be able to sustain myself off of either collaborative sponsorship deals or Patreon or other income, like NERDSoul t-shirts, which you guys have bought a lot of as well. Maybe a lot isn't a great term, but a good amount, a decent amount.
Not nearly enough. I mean,
I mean, feel free. I ain't gonna stop y'all. But I definitely wanted to say thank you to the Patreon supporters because it helps a lot. Like, I ain't gonna front, whether it's like storage space, you know what I'm saying, hard drives dying and stuff. It's just a lot. It helps a lot. And the plan is to, between sponsorships or Patreon and merchandise sales and this, that, and the third, all that, the idea is to be able to do this completely solo so that I can create a larger set of shows for you and do some dope stuff, you know what I'm saying, which I'll get into later. But I wanted to just say thank you to the Patreon supporters because I know I give y'all shouts out, but I mean, I could not thank you enough. And of course, please consider being a Patreon supporter. There's, you can check out patreon.com slash NERDSoul, or sorry, slash ThatNERDSoul. I'm messing up my own thing. Slash ThatNERDSoul. I'll put it in the chat right now. But on the real, guys, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all, it helps tremendously in ways I can't even explain. But I'll put my Patreon up in there so y'all can see. It truly does help a whole lot, for real. And that's dope. It means a lot that you guys trust me to be able to create some stuff that we can come and have great conversations around, whether it's BlackTogether or Beats Vibes Life or Lounging or any number of episodes of On Screen that I do or thumbnails, whatever it is. Because this year we have tried to do a good job here at expanding, which is why I have Lady Lisa here, who has actually expanded the channel on her own to a great extent. Shouts to Kid at Heart. Shouts to Tay 1990. But yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to all those who are Patreon supporters. Much love to y'all. And to all y'all that bought merch, because buying merch, a t-shirt helps a lot. Like, for real, depending on the t-shirt that gets bought or sold, I make anywhere between $8 to $15 off of it. So it truly does help, like, for real. I'm able to, once again, I'm able to get batteries, hard drives, cords, cables, lights, whatever. It helps a lot. I mean, like I said, the idea is to, of course, do this completely independent, so that I only have one instead of like 4 jobs to do. And then we'll be able to focus solely on creating things that we can have great conversations around and highlight great creators. So speaking of the expansion and the shows, Lady Lisa, give them an idea of BlackTogether. And well, no, first, before, what is the first show that you came on NERDSoul?
BlackTogether.
Lounging.
Really?
Yeah, Lounging was the first show you were on.
Oh, okay.
All right, so if you guys have been with the channel for a while, Lounging is a show that I used to do with Marquita. But Marquita, you know, we talked about it on, if you were way back then, we talked, she had some health issues and we had to kind of like dial back and wait and sit. And then of course, with Corona and everything, it's just completely slow. So I moved on and did the show with Lady Lisa. And Lisa was having so much fun doing lounging with me. She was like, yo, well, why don't we do some like relationship stuff and have some, you know, some good conversations around that. And then we created BlackTogether. And if you could describe BlackTogether for them.
BlackTogether is a show that we do where we talk about mostly Black marriage, you know, amongst Black couples, but we do kind of get into, you know, community, you know, friendships, family, but it's mostly talking about Black marriage.
Yeah, and kind of like the lens and living through that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she started that, and we were like, cool, we're doing it, we're having a fun time making it. So she always had these great conversations with her sister cousin, Madam Butterfly. So I think, did you bring it to me?
No, we were talking one day and you were like, y'all be having some good conversations. Y'all need to do something with this.
Yeah, and I was like, so I was like, yeah, y'all need to do something with this. So they decided, they you know what I'm saying, you know, thankfully trusted me to put it on this platform. And they have BlackTogether, A Walk in Her Shoes, which is her and Madam Butterfly, and they kill it. They talk about whatever they come up. It's their show. It's their thing. They do whatever they want. Shout out to Clement Bryant. Yes, 2020 has been long. The 20 years of 2020.
And you know, the thing that me and Madam Butterfly laugh about all the time is that when we were younger, meaning like 8, 9 years old, and we would stay at our grandma's house, and you know, I had this boombox, silver and black boombox,
the old school boombox,
and we would record ourselves just talking, pretending we had a show. And we both remember doing that, and I said, I would give anything to still be able to have those tapes, because we would laugh and pretend we were show and giggle. You know, probably 95% was giggling, but we were pretending to have our own show, and so we laugh about it all the time now. Where it's like, isn't this something we actually?
Yeah, y'all got your own show,
and we're still mostly giggling.
Yes, and shouts to Clement Bryant in the chat. Yes, man, I'll catch you soon. But yeah, and I'm gonna give a shout out to a whole bunch of people that helped NERDSoul be dope this year. Clement Bryant is one of them, but he's also super deep because he was actually here helping out on the show before 2020. But yeah, it's dope. So she goes and does BlackTogether, A Walk in Her Shoes. So we expanded to 2 shows now. We have BlackTogether and BlackTogether, A Walk in Her Shoes. So then a friend of hers named Ross does a show called Life Unscripted. Ross. So,
Brother Ross.
And look, I can see like this. I can see the birthday party balloons from NERDSoulite's birthday are like trying to slip. Now you can let it slide into because they trying to slide into the shot. Here they go. Fine. They trying to be in the shot. So
they're representing for NERDSoulite.
For NERDSoulite.
Since
so
he's in the bed for now.
We can little happy birthday NERDSoulite. All right, cool. He has his birthday. He good. He can go on about his life. So
don't let him get on those lights though.
Oh yeah, they'll be all right. They're not on the light, so they'll be good. So he comes in, he's like, yo man, you've inspired me to do a collaboration similar to the talks that you guys used to have in your group
singles ministry.
In your singles ministry. Yeah. So tell them about, of course, Dig Deeper.
Dig Deeper. Okay, so it's a show that Ross and I do where we talk about relationships, and we call it Dig Deeper because we just kind of, we will pick different topics or different, things that have come up in the news, and we kind of just really break it apart and talk about, what's behind what's being said or what's being done, and talk about maybe the, psychological, emotional, things behind it. And it's really, really, I just think it's really great. Ross is just someone I've been friends with for years. And again, you know, he and I were co-leaders for our singles ministry, the church we attended. And we just always had great conversations. You know, we were great friends, just had great conversations. And it's really good stuff. I'm excited about it, and I'm really glad that we're doing it.
Cool. And shout out to Tyler Bennett, because you know how you do. I've already given you thanks for the Patreon supporter section. I've already given you your thanks, but Tyler Bennett, boy.
Tyler Bennett, I'm going to tell you right now.
The chat would not be the same.
It's not admission. It's not admission for foolishness, Tyler Bennett.
The chat would not be the same. But yeah, so with that said, this year we've expanded to those 3 shows. We've already had the NERDSoul main shows, which is on screen for any live action television or films. Thumbnails, which is animation. We've had Talk Shop for comic book reviews. Dope Folks, which is a show that we expanded to this year, focusing on allowing especially Black creators to tell their own stories and have a place where they're comfortable in telling their own stories. So that's 4 shows we've expanded to this year, which is Dope Folks, which is focused around creators doing their things, indie creators that are killing it, grinding, and just really doing good work, and just would like to have a place to tell their story without feeling that there's any like cultural boundaries or whatever. They can just be themselves. And most recently we had Jackie Ray from The Fumble and also J Ray Productions, and she was awesome. This year we had some cool folks. We had Takia Marie, we had Robert Jeffrey, we had some extra folks like people from Blurred Over with Skip 88, stuff like that. So we had some cool people roll through. Princess Monique Films that did some direction for Greenleaf. So we had some cool people. So yeah, we had some good folks in the house. And my birthday was last week by Kid at Heart. So Kid at Heart, your birthday was last week. Yo, look, hey, happy belated birthday. Sorry we missed it. Let us know up front so we can go and shout you out. So Dope Folks, you know what I'm saying? There's one, BlackTogether, you know what I'm saying? BlackTogether, A Walk in Her Shoes, and Life Unscripted. But this year brought some challenges and some changes. And one of the big changes is, of course, COVID and how we conduct our shows and run our shows. And, of course, Zoom has been everyone's friend, or Zoom of some form of it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Microsoft Teams or Skype or Google, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Skype, you know
Skype,
what?
nah,
Skype, this was your
let me
time.
stop fronting.
Skype, this was your time to shine. I don't
You
know
blew
what
it.
happened. I have no idea what happened, but Zoom zoomed in on your butt.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened, Skype, but this is the year that you had been waiting for.
And you blew it.
And you blew it.
You blew it. So this year, just recently, we passed our 100th episode of Beats Vibes Life. And that's a show where we talk hip hop once a week. It's myself and Architron, dope producer. He's made tons of music for the channel. And this year, right around the time that NBA shut down, we were like, well, this is our last episode together because we're going to be at home. So we started doing it. Over Zoom, and he has 2 people that were on the Instagram live side. On IG Live, he would run his, and we had Anwar Highsign and PL Parker Lewis. And they were like, yo, man, why don't we just do the show all together, all 4 of us? So we started doing it, all 4, and now we're the 4 horsemen, and we've been doing this all together since maybe July. It's been a while since we all 4 been doing it. And the show has transformed into something very different. Still the same energy, still fun, but just, of course, we're adding 2 more people, so it's 2 more attitudes, a lot more dynamics in the show, and it's been a lot of fun. And we hope that you guys have had a lot of fun watching it. So much so that in the new year, 2021, we're adding a show called Everything You Didn't Know You Needed, with just PL and Anwar High Sign, because they have, as you can see on BVL, every now and then they want to go left, and you know what I'm saying, they need that room to go left. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because they're both crazy, but good crazy. So that's another show we'll be adding in 2021 that I'm super excited about. This year, last year, I was told, was it last year I was told? Or this year that I was told that I wasn't a nerd unless I was gaming?
I don't know.
Was it last year? I think it was last year.
I don't know when it was.
Last year I was told if I'm not gaming, then I'm not a nerd. And I can't have that on my channel if I'm not gaming. If I'm not a gamer, you know, regardless of all the other stuff that I had done in the first 3 years that I had been, you know, interviewing people, going to cons, giving people spotlights, reviewing their books when nobody else would, you know, reviewing movies, TV shows, all kinds of stuff like that. I wasn't a nerd yet until I started gaming. So this year, I started NERDSoul Gaming. Big shouts out to Chris from Curo Brand for supporting the channel, helping me out. He made the thumbnail template for that one. So big shout out for that. And just big shout out to everyone who has stopped through and watched me play or watch a replay of any of the games, whether it's Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, Street Fighter V, Halo, Aztez, any of those games, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for rolling through. I've enjoyed playing, you know, and I'm, you know, what I would consider one of the more lighthearted casuals. You know what I'm saying? I'm not planning on throwing any controllers anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? I might be like, I'm mad, but I ain't mad enough to break none of my stuff.
No, that's right.
Oh man, so basically, yes. So we've added on NERDSoul Gaming, and I've basically made sure that my gamer tag and everything, even though I play PC, if you play Xbox, in most cases we can play together, and there are some cross-play games. So you know what I'm saying, if you're interested in playing with me, holla at me. There's Slim Jones. We're gonna figure out some stuff for gaming retro and gaming modern in the coming year, which is gonna be cool. Which is something that I wanted to announce to you guys, that we are working on some other collaborative things around gaming, which should be fun. We've had some discussions on things in the gaming sphere, whether it was FGC or whether it was just Twitch and their changes to their platform. So we've been expanding in that realm as well on NERDSoul Gaming this year, which is a huge deal, a huge undertaking. And trust me, guys, as a one-man operation, it is not easy. Which circles me back around to. Please feel free to go over to the chat and check out my Patreon. The quicker I am able to do this independently, the quicker we can do more, we can make more, and I don't have to look like I'm crazy tired either. So with that said, NERDSoul Gaming is something that I was able to do semi-consistently on the show, and I'm expecting to only make it more consistent, and that's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited about it. So we've expanded a lot. But there's something that I have talked about on the show from time to time, especially with Blurtish, and we haven't actually got into yet. And letting you know straight up, 2021 NERDSoul Sports is coming. That's right. It's a real thing. We're working on weekly. We're going to try to get it weekly. If not weekly, bi-weekly, but we're working on weekly. NERDSoul Sports. You're going to be able to come, barbershop it up, and we're going to be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Every week, talking sports, getting into your football, basketball, baseball if you're watching, and maybe some college sports. But shouts to my HBCUs that's out there doing it too. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot that I'm trying to do with this, and it's a very serious mission. And with everybody that's in the chat now, we got 9 people in the chat. So this is what I want to say to you, seriously. I know everybody ain't got the money for Patreon. I understand whether it's $1, $2, $5, you might just not have it. You might have plans for that money. Please share every video you can, like every video you can, comment on every video you can, because that alone will change the trajectory of my channel tremendously. Meaning that your organic pushing of my content will show the algorithm and other people that this is what people want to see. I believe these are things that people want to talk about, people want to see, laugh and joke about, and be interested in. But only you guys can help me out, man. I can't share everything. And honestly, if you can't give a dime, you can easily hit that share button, please. It means a lot. Share it. Share it to your mom, your mama, your mama's mama, your daddy, your daddy's daddy, your sister, brother, cousin, best friend, old girlfriend that you don't like no more. Tell everybody you can, for real. Because, I know everybody ain't got it like that. And if you do, please hit that link up. I've broke it down many times. Straight up, if every one of my subscribers gave $2 a month, I'd be able to be independent and be able to kill it even more so and not look sleepy for you guys. Oh man, but for real. And don't forget merch too, man. NERDSoul shirts, hats, cups, mugs, hoodies. Feel free. It's all available. So yeah, next year we will be doing NERDSoul sports. Hit me up, DM me at ThatNERDSoul on pretty much any platform. Let me know what teams y'all are interested in, what conferences y'all are interested in, because we are getting people together now so that we can go weekly, and it's gonna be dope, man. NERDSoul sports is about to be sweet. So it's like, look, I'm over here trying. So I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need y'all to help me. The best way y'all can help me for real is to keep pushing me up in this algorithm. Seriously, like, shares help for real, like none other. So shouts to Loda Scholar, shouts to the Laughing Introvert. Yeah, we got the news earlier. I got the news earlier about MF Doom. We talked about it in the last live stream a little earlier this evening, but Doom passed earlier this year, unfortunately, but the family just kind of like let everyone know and made it public. And, he was a villain to the end, and what we can do now is just play those classics and just know, like, he has given us enough jams, and especially enough quotable lines for us to remember.
So he was killed on the show?
Huh? No, he passed away.
Oh, the person who plays him.
Huh? Yeah, the rapper passed away. His name is MF Doom, but I mean,
I thought you was talking about a character from.
Nah. Okay. He's a character. Like, his rap persona is a character, but he died. Man died. Yeah, he did.
Isn't there a character though called something Doom?
Yeah, Dr. Doom.
Oh, that's
but that's in the MF Doom. You good?
Sorry, y'all. Look.
Yeah, she straight stopped the show for that.
I was like, are y'all talking about? Because I was like, are y'all talking about a real person or a character? I was like, I don't understand. Okay.
So happy New Year to all y'all, Panda. All y'all. Shouts to Panda.
I don't be knowing.
I don't know who's gonna pick up the mask next, man. Maybe we should just let the mask relax and stay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anyone else can pick up the mask, man. That's tough. But I'll leave that alone. But in continuing on the channel, we've grown a lot. We've pushed a lot, and we've pushed in a lot of good ways. This year, we pushed to do a lot of collaborations. And big shout out to everyone who came in. I want to give a shout out to everyone who helped contribute. Blurtish, Keith and Mark, Keith Cooper and Mark Dubb. Both of those guys have helped out on the channel. Come talk anime, come talk movies, comics, all that stuff. They have helped tremendously. Big shout out to Gamma Ray, Ninja Yo-Yo. Those guys are awesome. Incredible ladies of cosplay. Super dope. Big shout out to Clement Bryant, Nate Miller, and Vanessa Shark. You could see all of us running down Lovecraft Country every week in the craziest of ways. And that was a lot of fun. Boy, was that a lot of fun. So we did a lot of collaborating, but probably the biggest collaboration I did this year was being able to, my bad, y'all, it's a CPT time. See, on Pacific, it ain't New Year for us yet. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't midnight yet. So we were able to link up, and we, meaning Jason Reeves of 133 Art, Quinn McGowan of Legends Press and Operative Network, we were able to organize the RIP party not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 times for you guys this year. It was hard to schedule so many people. But boy, was it fun. I ain't gonna front. We had some awesome panels, some awesome people come through. Writers, directors, artists, gamers, cosplayers, all coming together to do something fun. You know what I'm saying? All 3 of y'all.
And can I say something on this? You know,
all right, what's up?
You know how I do.
How do you do?
I gotta say stuff, and you're gonna be like, "Oh boy," but I'm gonna say it, right?
Oh boy, what is it?
Okay, so I'm here, and I see all the work that
Yeah.
you put in for everything, constantly, right?
Word.
And I saw all the work that you put in for
Rent party.
I was gonna say house party for rent party.
Yes.
Okay, I saw all the work you put in.
Oh boy.
Let me just say this.
Oh God.
Right?
Oh boy.
With all of the work that you put in, right, for your own content and for all these specials and everything else that you do, no one should take issue with you making money from the work that you do. Like, I'm sorry,
I wouldn't think so.
Isn't that how this thing works? You do some work, you put out some content, people watch it, and you like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should contribute to this brother.
Yeah, I mean, I just contributed to X from he's a Twitch streamer. He's dope. He needed some help, so I gave him a little help. You know what I'm saying?
And I say this because y'all, there was someone who took issue with y'all doing y'all were doing it through Patreon?
Yeah, through Cash App and Super Chat.
Through Cash App and Super Chat for the rent party.
Yes.
And somebody was like, well, where's the money going to? What you mean, where's the money? Where does your money go to when you do work? To you. What you mean, where is it going to?
Oh boy.
To the people who did work to put this together. What?
Oh boy.
Maybe you should give it to a charity. I'm the charity. How about that?
Well, with that said,
this is why he kind of keep me in the tuck, because I be saying what you don't want to say.
said blame Dr. Umar for that.
Like
donations.
I be asking you all the time, can I say something? You be like,
I'm like, here we go. I'm like, here we go. Here,
I want to say something. You be like, nope, sit over there.
Here we go. But for real, man, Jason Reeves, incredible artist. Same with Quinn McGowan. We've got some cool plans for the new year. Just give us some time, but we got some cool plans lined up, and what we were able to pull off with the rent party, I think, is something that the culture of Black media needed, the culture of Blurred needed, and I think we did a pretty good job. I think we can do a good job. I think we did a good job. Shouts to Panda said, can we pass the collection plate around here? Yeah. So once again, I will say, yes, in the new year, I am definitely pushing a lot harder. I need you guys' shares. I need those thumbs. You know what I'm saying? Hit that thumbs up. You can even hit that thumbs down. But if you hit that thumbs down, I'm going to send Darth Vader after you. And you know he has not been too nice, especially as of late. You saw how Luke Skywalker was in Mandalorian. You think Vader going to let him show him up? No. When he shows up, he's not going to be happy. So, also, don't forget, shop.thatnerdsoul.com. Get your t-shirts. Get your hoodies. Don't forget the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to drop $1 in the bucket. We like the type of money that jingles. But we would rather the kind that folds. But seriously, like, you know what I'm saying? Comments don't cost anything. And you can just leave a comment. Just put a thumb in the comment. Just be like, thumbs up. I mean, you don't have to you don't have to write a whole paragraph.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Yo, I ain't messing with that woman. I'm not messing with that woman. I love that lady. Cause she be like
talk black to me.
Talk black to me. Yo, shouts out. You know what? I'm gonna shout her out in a second because I'm gonna shout out other people that I've been watching this year that have helped me get through.
But look, they said you got your twisted tea. See, this is the thing though. He'll have the twisted tea, but then he'll second guess when he need to use it.
I'm like, should I use my twisted tea?
And I'd be like, no, we're gonna use it now. He'd be like, no, wait, we're gonna use it right now. We're gonna use it now.
Oh man, so the rent party is something that went through extremely well. So many guests from Hannibal Taboo to Brandon Easton, Greg Burnham, Robert Jeffrey, Takia Marie, Blurred Girl, Ninja Yo-Yo, just awesome folks in general, man. It's been cool. And then on top of that, the music that has been on the rent party and on my channel from Paragon the Assassin, SP the Soul Prophet, and of course Arcatron. You know what I'm saying? Like their music has helped elevate either the rent party or NERDSoul, the main show, in such incredible ways that I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't front on y'all, man. I can't. It all comes together in such an awesome way. And I want to be able to do more. And I really do want to do more stuff that's not only fun, but also giving us a chance. I know, giving us a chance, giving us a chance to have some cool conversations and sometimes just bug out and be silly. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, have me shooting, busting shots at like Cormega again or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
We got the sliding glass door open, right? And we're out here in LA, right? So somebody is lighting up,
somebody toasting up in here.
Early.
Good God, it's strong. Somebody toasting up for real out here. So, but yeah, Curo brand as well. So it's there are so many people that have contributed and poured into the channel in such a great way, and I just thank all y'all. Clement Bryant, Jason Reeves, Quinn McGowan, Nate Miller, X Nightmare Effect, Open Mind, you know, Ninja Yo-Yo, Gamma Ray, Takia Marie, Blurred Girl, like all of the people that have been on the channel this year and helped to be dope, man, just awesome. It's just awesome having them there. And then being able to split off some stuff in the coming new year, like NERDSoul Sports, like Everything You Didn't Know You Needed. It's something fun. It's something fun, and trying to expand as much as I can as a solo mission, but also do some fun stuff. So with this case, I wanted to go in and give a shout out to the people that I've watched this year. So Thought Crimes, of course. Shouts to oh man, shouts to Thought Crimes. Those guys are silly, but in a good way, man. They have a lot of fun on their show. And they've always been cool. They've always been super positive.
We just can't listen to them very often.
We can't listen to them often because, you know, we got a little guy in the room. Yeah, but shouts to Thought Crimes, man. Prince and Sin, super cool. Ever since I met them, they've always been so supportive. Always willing to lend an ear. Great. Double Toasted. Those are some cool guys too. Especially when we had the dinner and everything. What was it? It was earlier this year. Last year when we had the dinner with them, and Martin was like, Martin was talking about when he had a little one. He was like, we didn't go anywhere. So, you know what I'm saying, Double Toasted, they're funny, watching their stuff. We were just watching their Jingle All the Way stuff like the other day. And just seeing them, you know, get mad or angry about stuff is fun, helps pass the time. Shouts to Market Mondays, the brothers that do Market Mondays. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to hear some financial information. They're cool. Big shout out to Erica Williams. Every now and then, I don't agree with Erica Williams on everything.
Yeah.
No, come on now. But she's still cool.
I'm not
she's
a fan.
sister. She's a sister doing a thing.
I'm just not a fan.
Who else have I watched this year? Homie from Budden Check for FGC Gaming. EYL. What is it? What is his name? It's not Enrique. I'm sorry for messing up your name, brother. But the dude from Budden Check, he's dope, man. He is super cool. Let's see. Jadarius from X Nightmare Effect. I've watched him this year. I have watched Dope Spill Comics. Dope Spill. Watched them this year, so big shout out to them. I have watched. Who else? I feel like I've watched. Shout out to Joe Budden. Shout out to Joe Budden. I usually be like, I ain't watching Joe Budden, but especially the issue around leaving Spotify, just so much knowledge in there that I think a lot of people slept on because of the salaciousness of the issue. But there was a lot of business knowledge up in that joint about your brand and trusting in your brand and the worth of your brand in general. Shouts out to Joe Budden. I am trying to think of. I can't think of. New Joe Budden.
I can't listen to him more than like 2 minutes.
Oh boy, he's got his pluses and minuses.
He just always sound like he need to clear his throat, and I just can't.
But
like cough, please.
So who else have I watched this year? I know there's other people, but those are some of the people that I've watched this year that have helped me, like either while I'm like editing videos or something, like like El Chicote, he's another Twitch streamer, X Nightmare Effect Twitch streamer, Miss Patricia Twitch streamer, Lazy Nerd Designs Twitch streamer. So those are some cool people that I've been able to kind of like. Oh, Joy Infinity. Shouts out to Joy Infinity, another Twitch streamer. She's cool. So just some people that I've watched this year, enjoyed. Am I missing someone?
133 Art.
133 Art, but they're not really streaming though.
No, but I'll just,
Yeah, so I'm trying to think, Abba and Preach. We've watched Abba and Preach. We were watching them earlier today.
Yeah.
So them, who is homegirl that be cooking? The one that be cooking, talking about Sop It Up.
I forgot her name.
Search her up real quick. She be like, Sop It Up. I know she from the South, the way she talk. So
I think she's from Florida.
She reminds me of my aunt so much. Oh man, it's funny. But man, she is funny. She be cooking some stuff that be looking good too.
Let me look at my history.
Yeah, she's dope. Like she be cooking.
She really is.
That food be looking dope. She be hooking up fried peach cobbler and stuff.
Look,
she be hooking it up.
I still gotta try that.
Yo, look, don't sleep. Like, hey, we can make that happen tomorrow. Like,
I mean, we could.
I mean, for real. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but a word up in here. But she's dope, and I guess I'll look it up and see if I can find it real quick. Cause
I'm trying.
She awesome. You know what I'm saying? Fox 2 Socks says Stovetop Kisses. Is that it?
Yes, it is. Yep. Just
Stovetop Kisses.
Look.
Yes.
She did a deep fried peach cobbler, Father God. And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Is hilarious. Shouts to Fox 2 Socks. Thank you. Man.
Look, you know what? Tomorrow, yes. I don't know how it's going to turn out because I'm culinarily challenged. But
Man, please.
I will try it.
Yo, Lady Lisa be up in here cooking for real.
I mean,
Y'all,
look,
man,
I do my best.
just hooked up that banana nut bread a second ago. You know what I'm saying? Because your brother about to eat the banana bread. But anyway, those are some people that I've watched this year. MKBHD, General. I think that's it. That I can. I'm sure I've watched some other people, but those are the ones that off the top of my head that I can think of. And you know what I'm saying? Just wanted to give a shout out to them because those are people that I've watched and or listened to that have helped me, you know what I'm saying, just get through the day-to-day craziness. Now, let's talk about Fly Nubian Queen. All right, Vicki Dillard is someone that I came upon earlier this year. No, not probably earlier this month. Maybe it was like November or something like that.
Probably.
Maybe November.
Maybe November.
Man, yo. Vicki Dillard is a trip. You get Lisa, like you can ask Lisa. Like if I see Vicki's like picture, I'll be like, let me watch until she hit that gavel. You know what I'm saying? Now I might not watch the whole video, but I need her to hit that gavel for me. She go do it for him.
Talk black to me.
She's like, yo, man.
But what you said, she be peeking through that hair curtain.
Yo, man, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that here.
Look,
only love for the. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. We ain't gonna do that.
That is neither love nor hate. She peeks through a hair curtain.
Man,
throughout the video.
Is you know what I'm saying? It's a good amount of hair. But she be like
a good amount of hair.
She be like, yo, she be hitting people mad hard. She be like, hey, talk black to me.
Thumbs up.
Yo, she be on that cell phone hard in the videos too.
Somebody say black.
Yo, man, I love Thomas D says she got the Maybach shade. Yo, but on the real, yo, man, she be dry. It does take, from my perspective, it takes a while sometimes for her to get around to it. But she be dropping facts. She be having mad receipts on people. She be like, you said this on Twitter last week. But you said this last month. Then you said this on Facebook 2 years ago. Like she be having people.
But sometimes for like 5 seconds, she'll like dive into the hotep, pool, and you be like,
she
be like, what?
She get hoteppy.
It's like, what you say?
She definitely get hoteppy, but
and then she'll just dive right back out, and you're just left confused.
But yeah, man, for real, like, oh man, but yeah, on the real, straight up, those are some of the people that I watched this year. So a big shout out to them. Tyler Bennett said MKBHD is the ultimate token. I super respect him. He be leaving money on the table though. Yo, we've talked about MKBHD on this channel once before, and it's not in a disrespectful manner because he also doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's super, because he put out the video when like, I won't say soon after George Floyd, but around that time. And he put out a video talking about his experience being black, covering tech and stuff like that. And I didn't grow up like he did. I didn't grow up with him, so I can't tell you exactly how it is for him. But yes, he doesn't hit as hard as I think he could, but that also might not be his demeanor. So I don't want to make him. I also don't want to sort of make him fight the way I think he should fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess that's another thing. But yes, there are some times when I'm like, especially with that video that he did, I was like, I would have liked some punch in there, but I also understand his experience is much different than mine, as far as how he came up and his lineage and everything like that. So it's much different. So yeah, I think I'll leave it with that. But he is like Thomas D said, he's a staple in the in the tech community. So shouts out to him for that. Tyler Bennett said, "Never stand too close to the elephant." Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So it's with I'd say it's with regret that I say this, because I'm gonna say this because this is something that I've talked about a lot of stuff that I was happy about this year, so I'll talk about something that I was kind of like disappointed about this year. So this year, how do I phrase this without seeming like I'm whining?
Just say it.
So, okay. Everybody is trying to work and do great, regardless of the field you're in, you're trying to do great work to make sure that, to make sure that you're able to grow and be seen, to be able to have greater conversations, to be able to move upward in the zeitgeist, basically. Right now, let's look at this real quick. Right now, I am sitting at 3,846 subscribers. So at the beginning of this year, I had a big, how you'll put like goals on yourself. Like you'll be like, yo, this year, blah 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 blah. And it's usually because you get caught not running your own race. Like you get caught. You're supposed to run with your blinders on. And every now and then, you step back from the blinders and you look around real quick, and that's when you get messed up. But one of the big things that I wanted this year, I was like, yo, look, oh, Marquise boy. One of the big things that I wanted to cross this year was the milestone of 5K subs. I was like, you know what? I definitely wanted to get 5K subs by the end of this year. So December, I don't know, because I brought it up to you, maybe December 18th or something like that rolled around, and I was like, you know what? I haven't really grown like I wanted to grow this year. You know what I'm saying? You
haven't grown in numbers.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I was like, you know what? I really didn't grow the way I wanted to grow, and hopefully this will help somebody. So, but then in sitting back and looking and seeing the things that I did accomplish this year, I was like, you know what? I'm not really, something that was bugging me, like it had been bugging me all day. Until I sat back and I was like, well, look at the relationships that I've made over this year.
Yeah.
Look at the look at the collaborations I've done this year. Look at like the rent party. Look at adding people onto the show. Look at even being able to do. I think I do social media a lot better now than I did at the beginning of the year. Dollar Bennett said, "Don't chase after Vlad." Yeah. I'm definitely not chasing after Vlad. But just things that I'm like, yo, I actually have done or accomplished a lot of things that I didn't expect to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I kind of shortchanged myself from not experiencing those and like letting those kind of like milestones wash over me, and instead of just kind of like letting this one thing hold me back. Because I didn't get the 5K subscribe or 10K or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Because this is the thing. Mm-hmm. You have no idea where you're going to end up.
Yeah. You never know how you're going to grow.
And so the thing is, because the norm right now in this YouTube world is to get numbers.
Yeah.
Right? But you have no idea if God is trying to take you somewhere way beyond YouTube. God is having the focus be on making relationships and networking, because the numbers don't matter, because you're going to be beyond YouTube anyway.
True that.
Just saying.
So that's something that really, and it's similar to the interview that I did with Skip on Blurred Over, where, someone said, when you're in the YouTube space, talking like myself and also Skip, he does his interviews on Instagram. He's like when you're in this space, what do you do? What do you do when people are like mean to you and like horrible in the comments, or have something nasty to say? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to say like don't do anything, because that's crazy. I'm human. But the thing is, experience it. Let the experience wash over you, and then let it go. You know what I'm saying? You can't allow like a commenter or a troll or someone on Twitter or whatever kind of run your life. So that's one of those things where I had the same thing with this. It was like, man, I really thought I was going to get 5K subs. I really would have wanted that, but I kind of experienced that kind of, I don't know if you say disappointment maybe, but then I also I dealt with it and I put it away, and then I picked up all the things that I was like, but I accomplished this and I did that, and I met this person, and I connected these two people, and I added that person, and I added this, and I added that, and I built this, and then you realize that one negative can make you blind to the 10 or 12 positive things.
Because the norm is that one thing that you're lacking, which is numbers, is like what you're supposed to be focused on.
Yeah. And that reminded me, we are adding another thing in the new year. Gamma Ray is going to become another contributor on the channel, talking anime, and she'll be on two shows. She'll have a show of her own running anime, and on a show with myself, and we'll be kicking around topics such as pop culture, especially Twitter culture, and things of that nature as well. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. I completely forgot about that in the additions. We're adding that too. So there's gonna be a lot of fun to be had in the new year. But with that said, it's one of those things that you just kind of forget. You know what I'm saying? You forget because, Thomas D, you can't see the forest for the trees. It's like you get so stuck in there's one negative thing, but there's 14, 15 positive things that you're just going to let slide. So real quick for Jenna James to go back to what we're adding. This year we've added BlackTogether. BlackTogether Walk in Her Shoes with Lady Lisa and Madam Butterfly. Also, Dig Deeper with Ross. We're also in the new year adding NERDSoul Sports, and we're adding a show with Gamma Ray of Gamma Ray Cosplay. She's dope. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
And did he mention?
And we added gaming this year.
And did he mention that he has a 9-to-5?
Yeah.
And we have a 3-year-old.
And we have a 3-year-old.
Okay, I'm just
there is a lot. Tyler Bennett said the forest is a better metaphor than an elephant. Got it. Oh boy. But so we're adding a lot of cool stuff. So I just wanted to say with that, I wanted to open up, for any questions you guys got, you know what I'm saying, before we get to the new year. We almost said the new yitty.
No, we not.
But we getting close. I mean, we got about 45 minutes or something.
Yeah, that ain't almost.
Yeah, we kind of close.
You was at a party. You about 15 songs away.
Shouts to Kid at Heart with the $10 super chat, yo. Aww. Thank you. Much love, man. Thank you on the real for all the support. I can't front, yo. No robo. Cool. Thomas D said, "Why don't you like Kid Cudi?" All right, so I'll do this real quick. I don't like Kid Cudi's new album because he sounds like he's following trends instead of setting them. That's the quickest way I can answer that one. That's why Man on the Moon 2 will always be his best album for me. I think that would be the quickest way I can answer that. And then also, if y'all can, man, for real, I need them shares, I need them thumbs, I need them comments as much as possible. Share wherever you at, you know what I'm saying? Feel free. share a GIF, me doing something silly, share the video, hit the like button on it, send it to your friends on Instagram, whatever. Whatever your main, you know what I'm saying, whatever your main platform is, find me and share it. Share it from YouTube. Man, because shares help for real. Shares help tremendously. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's my Patreon supporters, much love for y'all. My people that are sharing the videos, much love to y'all. My people that are buying shirts or hats or whatever, thank you so much, because it means a whole lot. But yeah, outside of that, what are some things that you were? Are there any things that surprised you this year about NERDSoul stuff? Any interactions that I had that you thought were interesting or surprised you?
I don't want to say surprised, but the interaction where the chick that went off on you about the what's the style? I can't remember the name. Katana.
Ahsoka Tano.
There you go.
Man, yo.
Y'all can tell I don't watch this stuff.
Check this. The girl, the young lady, I cannot remember her name, but we reviewed the episode called The Jedi of Mandalorian, and I critiqued Dave Filoni, but not Rosario Dawson. And there was a young lady on Twitter that was not too pleased, and I think heard the criticism of the show and tied it to Rosario Dawson and just jumped out the window on me and gave me those Twitter fingers. And I made a video where I responded to her, and I thought that was interesting. I thought that was one of the funniest and interesting interactions because she actually apologized. I don't think I've ever seen someone just straight up come after you, be wrong, and then apologize.
That's true.
So that was dope, man. I was like, yo, she cool with me.
Usually they go in harder.
Yeah, usually they try to kind of like move they backpedal and then move the goalpost so they weren't wrong. But she apologized, yo, and I was like, yo, this is cool. I was like, so I even said it in the comments. I was like, yo, she cool with me. You know, she apologized. We good as far as I'm concerned. But I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it was interesting. But you did that video. You was like, I present evidence. Marked 5A.
Thomas D said, what are the top moments of this year? For NERDSoul, my top moment would probably be pulling off the first rent party. Mm-hmm. Man, because that was not easy.
You put a lot of work into that.
Oh, that was not easy. And you're talking about 3 different people that have very different work styles and schedules and whatever in their own families, and bringing those 3 people together and telling them to produce one thing. And it was whew.
And there was some issues with that too, but y'all made it.
But we made it. We made it, and we're alive, and we're here, and we still actually like each other. Can you believe it? So look at this. 3 black men made something together and didn't kill one another and are still friends. Wow. It's possible. Oh, man. So that's a top moment.
But it was a bumpy road.
It was a bumpy road. Another top moment is Lady Lisa coming onto the show.
Aww.
I didn't think you were going to be interested in doing lounging with me.
Well, I thought it was so sweet that you asked me to be on with you. I was like, well, I can't tell him no. He wants to do this with me. This is just so sweet.
Well, I was like, let me see. I was like, give me a shot. You might like it. And we did lounging, and like lounging has continued, and we stopped it for a long time, and now we're back. And I know that lounging used to be just the kind of like Twitter controversy show, but it has morphed into the Black show because that's what's going on in the news. So that's what we got to cover. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to shy away from covering something that's important to us and y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what? Let me bring this up. For the new year, I know you guys in general seem to love lounging. Would you be interested in? You looking at me right now.
So I'm wondering what you cooking up now.
Would you be interested in lounging more than once a week? Let me know.
Look, can y'all break out your calendar And I want y'all to look at the calendar and look at all these shows he's supposed to do and the days of the week he's supposed to do them. On top of his 9 to 5, on top of spending time with his wife, and on top of helping out with a 3-year-old. Y'all calculate that for me. I am a
So Marquis said no. He said just once a week. So word. Once a week, cool.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, I'm good at adding and subtracting, but this one ain't.
But it's like, where's the time going to come from?
Exactly.
But yeah, it's like, because I know we have some great conversations around, you know what I'm saying, Star Trek around, but I know you guys y'all come to the yard on lounging, probably just because we being silly.
Can I throw this out there?
All right, go ahead.
Would anyone be interested in NERDSoul working on being able to have you guys call in live and chat with us? Just saying.
You know what? Matter of fact, would you be interested in a tier? You know what? All right.
Because I want the conversation. Like, it's cool on chat, but you know what I'm saying?
Let's take it a step further.
It's like so many people. I want to, the person I am, I would like to see faces if possible, but I would love to connect a voice with these names.
Would you be interested in a tier on Patreon that allows you to be part of a Zoom for lounging? Would you be interested? If so, let me know. I think we can work that out. And I think we can work out the call in too. Jenna James said like a Skype call in Zoom. Yeah, Liz, I think we can work that. Tyler Bennett said NERDSoul Records. Well, I mean, NERDSoul got joints. I got older joints like Bomb Squad joints. Or I got new joints on Spotify. Well, no, those are older ones. But I got a new joint with Arcatron coming. I just haven't dropped it yet.
Y'all do need to check out his music, though, for real.
Yeah, don't sleep.
Quick sidebar. So, when me and NERDSoul were dating, right? Everything was cool and everything. But we went to an event at your church.
Yeah,
they were having like young adult night or whatever. Mm-hmm. And everybody's like all happy.
I remember this.
Yes, everybody's like all happy to see him because they were doing like open mic. And everybody was all happy to see him, like, hey, da-da-da-da. And then they called, everybody was like, you need to come to the mic. You need to do something. And I'm like, what is happening right now? What is he about to do on the microphone? And he just does like some off-the-cuff spoken word. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, how come I don't know nothing about this? He trying to see what he knew like, I'm gonna take her up to church because they having this open mic, right? And I'm just gonna blow her mind, right? That's what I'm gonna do. Because I was like, you ain't never tell me nothing about that. And then I found out like all later in like casual conversation that this brother has like traveled overseas on tour and done music and everything. And I'm sitting there like, how he just gonna slide this casually?
I've done a
you're
few
trying to
things.
do the Jedi mind trick and act like it ain't a big deal.
I've done a few things.
You just gonna drop it in my lap like, it's not a big deal or anything.
I do a few things.
Mm-hmm.
I do a few things.
I'm like, I see.
But yeah, calling in, I wouldn't be mad at calling in. And I wouldn't be mad at taking a step further to the video as well. You know what? I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be against that. You know what I'm saying? You guys calling in and being silly. You know what I'm saying? Kitty Hart said that's how you do it.
Little razzle dazzle.
That's right, little razzle dazzle. Just a little quick 16, you know what I'm saying? Yo, phone calls, that might not, you know what? That could work. We might be able to make that work. We might be able to make that work. That could be interesting. Y'all, I don't know how crazy y'all would get.
Oh,
but
look, I already know somebody with the initials TB.
Oh yeah,
gonna have to be
not naming
Tyler
no
Bennett.
Names. Tyler Bennett gonna have the finger on the button immediately. Like, all right, Tyler Bennett, go with your comment.
I'm gonna have to have a side talk with him. Like, look here,
like,
get ready to go on there. I don't want nothing. Food. Had that mama go into the grocery store and talk. Look,
before we
don't
get
touch
in here,
nothing.
You ain't got no money. So don't you touch nothing. Don't put nothing in the basket.
I'm going to need you to act like you got some home training.
Yep, act like you got some home training.
Well,
Don't come up in here touching nothing
because
you ain't got no money. Oh man, but yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Tyler said I don't. Well, there you go. Well, but see, man. I didn't say. I said act like you do.
Yeah, act like you got some sense.
I didn't say act
don't
like you got home training.
Don't embarrass me in front of these people. Man, you do. Man, don't embarrass a black mama in the store. There's nothing worse you can do than embarrass a black mama at the store. Man, you know what? Quick story time. Since we almost at time, we've been running for about an hour. Quick story time. And Tyler Bennett said, I hate acting. All right, so I'm working at Food Lion. Shouts out to anybody who's in Virginia, from Virginia, or has a Food Lion near them. I'm working at Food Lion. I'm in high school working at Food Lion. And there's this black guy. He has his son with him. His son is in the basket. He's pushing the basket. He has the stuff on his belt, and I'm ringing out. Boop. Boop. How you doing, sir? Boop. And the kids in the cart just jumping around. Because he's making the wheels jumping down. Boop. Boop. Just
Oh, it's like boop, a bucking horse.
Boop. He's just chilling, having a wonderful time. His dad's like, son, sit on down. Boop. Boop. Son, sit down. Boop. Son, sit down. He grabbed his son by the collar and he said, look at me. I ain't your mama. And once he said, I ain't your mama, that boy sat down. And he ain't said another word. I finished ringing up all the groceries. Boop, boop. Got the money. Cha-ching, put it all in. Everything. He walked out the store. That boy ain't said a word after that. He was done. Because see, your dad, look.
His daddy looked into his soul.
He said, shut up. And I mean it. Yo, that kid shut all up. He ain't say nothing else. I was just like, hey. I looked at it, I was just like, boop. Boop.
Look, he made you not want to say
I was like, look, I ain't did nothing. Just, sir, that would be $14.95 plus
sales. Like, maybe I better be quiet just in case.
Yeah, let me chill. Because this brother is on the edge. Oh, man. TB said, I got lost in the store once and it changed my life. Yo, shouts out to kids getting lost in stores because I got lost in the mall one time. All right, check this. I got lost in the mall. I went to the customer service area right in the middle of the mall and I told them my mom was lost. So, of course, when my mom comes up to the kiosk, she did not look happy
or lost.
Oh man,
too funny.
That boy. Yeah, she popped me good.
Your mama is like 4 feet tall, but
I'm
pretty sure she would knock you into next year.
But she is not. Look, my mom hit me one time, and I was like, "Hold on, what? Excuse me?" Look, man, my mom is mad little.
She is little.
She got a right like Holyfield, son. I jumped up on my mama one time. I can't remember what I said, and she was like, "Kick it." I shut up though. I thought, you know how you be like 15, 16, you think can't nobody tell you nothing, and she told me something. Oh man. So with that said, you know what I'm saying, thank you guys for rolling through. For real, had a interesting 2020 where I did a lot of stuff that I had no idea I would be able to do. Met a lot of folks, worked with a lot of folks, crossed some great milestones, was able to work with my lady on some stuff.
Aww.
She's gone off and made her own 2 other shows. Like, yo, and we started gaming. I'll probably be doing some gaming tomorrow. We'll get into some more Halo or something, do something fun. Or maybe tomorrow I'll play some games or something. Maybe some Cuphead or something. But yeah, we've been able to do a good amount of stuff, and we've been able to do a good amount of stuff because you guys have been with us the whole time, chilling, laughing,
Oh, and we got
dropping dope comments, hot takes.
We got the last episode to Put a Ring on It tomorrow.
Oh, the last episode to Put a Ring on It too. So we'll try to, we should try to get everybody together on Saturday. Maybe we could do something Saturday for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Everybody.
Like Calandra, Will, Kim, stuff like that. Maybe. Well, all right. Maybe not. Thomas D said Cuphead will make you cry. Oh man. Thomas D said I will be a Halo guy. Yo, check it. Thomas D, I was lost. I was like, hold on, where am I at? Hold up, which way I go? Oh man, Thomas D got me out of there. But shouts to Markeith Collins, Thomas D, Kenneth Hart, Tyler Bennett, Panda, Fatima, aka VV, Boogsworthy, Chef Chris Smith, Dag, who else? We had some cool people come through. Kenneth Hart, unless I already said it, can't remember. Jenna James, all y'all folks that have been in here since the beginning. Fox 2 Socks. Shouts to Fillmore Pockets. I know he ain't here now, but Fillmore Pockets is dope. Let's see who else was up here early. Tay 1990, Clement Bryant. Like, yo, look, we had some dope folks up in here. And shouts to everybody who came through all year, man, because you guys make it a lot funnier. Like, for real. Like, everybody has people in the chat, but you guys are silly. You know what I'm saying? Serious but silly. So that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to be serious.
Yeah, and I just love that y'all interact. To me, this whole, YouTube thing, I guess started off weird to me because it's like you just, talking and being animated and everything to this camera and ain't nobody talking back to you. So it's like,
ain't nobody talking to you.
It's just kind of weird. It was kind of weird at first, but it makes it less weird to me. When you have people that are actually interacting and not just hovering and watching. You at home laughing, but you ain't telling me that you laughing. It's like, okay.
Markeith Collins says no more whack hip hop in 2021. Thomas D says good luck with that.
I was thinking the same thing.
Whoo! So with that said, Lady Lisa, say peace.
Bye, y'all. Happy New Year.
Oh man, Happy New Year, all y'all, and thank you so much for being at least on part of a journey with me. Hopefully y'all follow me into 2021. I'm going to continue to do as much as I can. And the more that I'm able to do, we'll start some new stuff.
Yes.
Promise you.
Y'all continue to wear your mask and stay at home as much as possible. Please.
Yes.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? We got to look. It's taking people out. And I don't want it to take none of y'all
If I hear one more person talking about, I got symptoms, it's real. It's been real before you had symptoms.
It was real before it even got to our country.
It was real when you decided to go out to a party with everybody in your face. Okay? Can we just
breathing. Just breathing all around. You know what I'm saying?
Sit down.
Good Lord. Anyway, of course, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to all of the folks that, you know what I'm saying, we lost, from Kobe to Doom. And of course, until next time, which will be tomorrow for an episode of Lounging. We're going to have some lounging. We're going to play some games. And then we're going to be done. Because it's going to be the new year.
And
New Year.
And on behalf of NERDSoulite, a woo for you.
And a woo for you. So, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. Much love to y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Hit that thumbs up. If you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs down. If you don't, but if you hit that thumbs down, I'm going to send NERDSoulite after you. All right? I'm telling you, the boy got skills. All right? He got a right, a left, and an uppercut.
And he got his new lightsaber.
Oh, and he got a lightsaber, too. He got a lightsaber, a Batman mask. He got look, so he's ready. All right?
Got a bucket of capes and masks.
Yep, all kinds. You don't know which way he comes.
Boxing gloves.
Yep, boxing gloves, too. So the boy can't be stopped. I'm just letting you know. Podcast if you want to listen. Spotify for that music. Big shout out to everybody who's been on the channel, man. It is incredible to see how much people have helped NERDSoul be what it is today. And man, grow it and see what happens next year. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We're gonna play some Halo and see what happens. Hopefully I don't die because y'all don't want to see me cry. So I'm going to leave y'all with Arcatron. That's ARCKATRON. RON. We are going into the future. We're going to leave y'all with future sounds. Much love and, of course, peace. Lisa, say bye.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.